What's going on, everybody? To JRPG enthusiasts here, Shadow Elite, back with another video. Real quick HPMP podcast, fourth episode, kind of got canceled midway through because of stupidity on my part. My laptop died literally in the middle of the podcast, and I've yet to be able to turn it on. And this was my main laptop where everything was on there, everything, templates, old videos, programs and stuff that now I'm not even sure if I can get back or not. The good news about it is that it might be possible to salvage all that stuff that I got on there, because I think the laptop itself is dead, but the memory, the hard drive isn't, so I should be able to take the hard drive out and put it into another one. That's the good news. I guess the also will be another good news is that this presents a grand opportunity for me to actually get a good gaming rig. I got the necessary funds to actually buy another PC. I'm going to actually buy a PC this time, not a laptop. So it's pretty good so far, but it stings. This laptop has been with me for a long time. It's too bad. Anyway, let's get into the topic. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Got some crazy new information about this. It seems that it will not be one game. It's going to be split into multiple games. It's going to be a Final Fantasy Remake 1, Final Fantasy Remake 2, and so on and so forth until they get to the end of Final Fantasy 7. Which it's kind of crazy because honestly, I was in the shower. Taking a shower, and I was thinking about how awesome the trailer was at PlayStation Experience, and I was thinking to myself, damn, that was only just Midgar for the most part. That was it. They got the whole game to go and the whole game to create. And then I was like, damn, that's a lot. That's a lot for them to do. That's too much for them to do. What if they honestly split the games up? There'd be a Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 7 1, Final Fantasy 7 2, Final Fantasy 7 3. I was like, nah, that can't happen. Square Enix wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do it again with Final Fantasy 13. They wouldn't do it again. And sure enough, a random thought of mine has come true. A random thought has come true. How do I feel about this? You know, this is one of the cases that a lot of people will get upset about things that are happening in the JRPG world, the JRPG community with stuff. And sometimes I would say I don't see the big deal. Sometimes I would say it's not that serious, like the turn-based. Like, people were upset that Final Fantasy 7 is not going to be turn-based. It's going to be action now. And this is one of the things I could be like, you have every single right to be upset. You got every single right to be upset. And, you know, you can be, because it's kind of bullshit. But at the same time, I can understand it because, like I said, I thought about it. I had a random thought about it. The game is too big to do one single release on it. It's too big. So, in my opinion, to me, I am a little bit upset about it. I ain't gonna lie, I am upset about it because the game's gonna be $60. It's gonna be DLC for it, so much DLC for it, and then the next part is gonna come out like a year or two later. Because I'm guessing they're really trying to do that 20th anniversary release. I think it's for 2017 to get the game out for 2017. And then what? Are we gonna see the following year? Or are we gonna see the next part to Final Fantasy VII Remake, or is it just gonna be like 2-3 years down the line? I don't know, man. This is a little bit crazy. I can't believe they're going with this. And like I said, I also can't blame them because Final Fantasy VII is huge to put in the detail that they're going to put into the game and have it on one disc, and to make sure you get it out in a timely fashion. That's big. That's huge. So it's like I'm conflicted here. On one side of the coin, I'm like, I understand what Square Enix is doing. I get it. I want to play the game as soon as possible as well. On the other side, I'm like, damn, dude, you got to split this up into multiple games. This sucks. But if I had to pick one side to it, I'd be like, this sucks. Square Enix, fuck you. There are people saying that, oh, the first Final Fantasy on the PS1, that Final Fantasy 7 on the PS1, that was multiple discs. It was 3 discs. So why can't they do multiple discs for this one? First off, in my opinion, multiple discs are a thing of the past. I am tired of multiple discs. I can't stand multiple discs. It's stupid. Switching back and forth between discs, that's a thing of the past. We don't do that anymore. Why can't they do that? It's Square Enix. It's probably cost too much. And again, if they did that, it's like my friend Shintai Reviews. It's like what he said. Square Enix has a habit of announcing stuff way too early and then releasing it like 4 or 5 years later. Something like that. That's kind of a summary of what he said. Imagine if they honestly did that. Remember how big the game is, and remember how much the amount of detail they want to put into the game. How long would it take for them to actually go through the whole entire game. And it's like Tetsuya Nomura, he said that the game would be split up. You had to cut so much content from it, and then it wouldn't be, you know, the original Final Fantasy VII. Well, it's not going to be the original Final Fantasy VII at this point, but it's like I get it. I can understand it, but I also can see why you guys are upset. Trust me, I get it. I do get it. And my guess is they also won't have it so that it'll be like you can just continue where you could just pick up where you left off, and let's say they do Volume 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake Volume 2. In the beginning of Volume 2, you could have all your stats, all your items, your level will be intact. If you ended the first volume on level 35, you could continue on level 35 with the second volume. That's what I'm guessing they'll probably do. And that's pretty, that's okay in my book. But overall, guys, I'm gonna end this here. It sucks. It really does suck, but I'm a reasonable person, and I will be the first to call out Square Enix on their bullshit, but I definitely could see the reason as to why. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I don't know when my next video will honestly come out, because I think I'm going to be making this video with the YouTube editor. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but follow me on Twitter to keep up with me, keep up with my updates, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.